Hi, it's Erica here. I am making a video about dry fasting. My name's Erica L. Robinson. I'm doing dry fasting. I don't know how much of myself I have to introduce now or how much I'll introduce in my next video. But anyway, I just hit past 2 o'clock p.m., so I'm 43 hours into dry fasting out of a 72-hour challenge. So I guess I've got about 20 or so hours to go, or no, more than that. I can't even do math right now, my brain is kind of fried. I was working with Cole Robinson, or getting some coaching from him, from Snake Diet Motivation. He's got some awesome videos on YouTube if you follow Snake Diet. And I'm really intrigued by fasting, period, and I'd been doing fasting before I found his stuff. And what I like it is there's like 100,000 plus other people who are getting into fasting because of it, so it's really cool to see other people's results. And I got into dry fasting through his channel too, which I'd never heard of before. And dry fasting is, oh, you can hear my wind chime up there.
No, it's mine.
It's Alice's wind chime. Beautiful sunny day in Florida. Yeah, I found out about dry fasting, which is essentially no food and no water for a period of time. So obviously not as long as doing a wet fast. And then with dry fasting, there's hard and soft. So soft is like you can still take a shower and wash dishes and touch water and brush your teeth. A hard dry fast, which is what I'm doing, is you literally have zero contact with water. Because what happens when you're dry fasting, period, is that your body becomes more able to absorb water from the environment. But the whole premise, from what I understand, more so from doing my own research, is there's a ton of research on dry fasting done by the Russians. And unfortunately, most of those research papers have not been published into English or translated into English. So there's this body of work that we don't even get to benefit from because we can't read it. There's a couple of articles on the internet that have been translated. From what I understand, wet fasting is more like it helps the organs of detoxification, like it helps the kidneys and the liver, and you're flushing out those organs of detoxification. My daughter's reading a book. You hear her in the background. And then dry fasting is, instead, it's like the body is scouring the body for water, so it needs to kill old cells and whatever they're called, like aging cells, and it actually turns each cell into its own incinerator and burns up gunk from the inside out and kills old dead cells in an effort to release water to the body. So anytime that you do dry fasting, it's equivalent to like double that of wet fasting. So 3 days dry fasting is like 6 days wet fasting, and I did just do a 6-day wet fast last week. My whole reason for doing it is not for weight. I mean, a lot of people are doing it for weight loss. Dry fasting, on the other hand, is more for healing, and personally I'm still recovering from gut issues for anyone that follows me online. As a kid, I was pretty sickly. I had over 50 doses of antibiotics, which really skewed my gut bacteria. So I've tried all kinds of things to try and heal that. In the summertime, I went on this insane protocol designed by a naturopath with all these supplements and all these foods and restricted foods, and it didn't work, which really sucked. It was like I spent over $1,500 and I didn't get any results from it. And now I've done a 5-day wet fast, a couple of 2 and 3 day wet fasts, a 6-day wet fast. All of those made a significant improvement in my gut health, to the point that I could eat FODMAPs, which are like cauliflower and broccoli and onions and garlic, and not get bloating with them, which is amazing. And now I'm doing a dry fast for this very same reason. So Cole instructed me to do a 72-hour dry fast as a baseline to just have that reference experience. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm interested to see if he'll suggest going more than that. So some things, I'm not wearing any makeup right now. I suspect because of my gut health, and also I know that I have low progesterone. I have congenital adrenal hyperplasia. What's cool is, thanks to the fasting and thanks to Cole's videos and doing more of his style of fasting, I was able to come off of my adrenal medication. So I've been taking hydrocortisone, or Cortef, at 60 milligrams a day, 50 milligrams a day for the past almost 2 years for my adrenals, and I literally couldn't survive without it. Like, I would be dysfunctional and not able to work. So I've come off of that about 3 weeks ago, and I feel amazing, and I don't need it. I'm also cutting back. I used to take 16 milligrams of melatonin just to be able to sleep at night, and now I take half a gram. I cut a 1 milligram thing in half. And even then, I haven't taken it the past few nights that I've been dry fasting and wet fasting, and I don't even need it. So I'm hoping that I'm done with that. I'm not on anything right now, which is really wonderful. Lastly, what can I share? I feel dry. My lips are really dry. I don't miss water as much as I thought I would, and I don't have any crazy detox symptoms, like no headache or nausea or anything like that yet, but I heard that hits more on the 3rd day. The last thing I'll say, I'm coming up on the 8-minute mark, is I find it interesting that my daughter's almost falling asleep. You alright over there? It's interesting that, because I post about this on Facebook and what I'm doing, the people that react the most to posts about fasting are like the people that need it the most. So it's like people that I know who have major rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis. They would benefit so much from this, but yet... What, babe?
I want to go to the pool.
Sure, I'm almost done, then we'll go to the pool. Okay?
I'm putting my bathing suit on.
Sure, go put your bathing suit on. Yeah, it's really super interesting to me, and you know, I always look at it like what part of them is talking, or when I'm with a client or a patient formerly, it's like what part of you is making that remark? Is it your ego who doesn't want to give up your multiple addictions? It's definitely not your higher self. Fasting is not extreme by any means. Fasting is part of what humans did for millennia, like literally hundreds of thousands of years. We were built to fast. And we were built to stay strong while fasting. I mean, how else would we secure food when we need it if we didn't have the strength to go and hunt and find the food that we so badly needed? So I think there's a lot of myths and misconceptions about fasting, and I know for me even, I was pro-fasting for a long time now, but dry fasting being totally new to me and being like, oh my god, how do you go without water? Don't you die if you go without water for 3 days? It's complete bullshit. Like, it's total bullshit. I'm, you know, halfway into that period of time, and I feel fine. So I'll make another video at the 3-day mark and, you know, prove to you that I'm not dead from not drinking water. But yet, like, this is the stuff perpetuated, even in medical school. It's like, you must drink, you know, a human cannot survive without water more than 3 days. So it kind of gets me thinking, like, how much else is fake? You know, what else are we buying into that isn't even accurate? So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up for now. I'm going to add to this tomorrow when I finish, and then I'm going to do, like, a post review of the whole thing, probably on the weekend. So bye for now, you guys. Have a good one. Hey, this is just a brief check-in. It's Erica here on day 3 of dry fasting. Hard dry fasting, not even any exposure to water. I've got this beautiful pool, like right there, if you can see it. And I can't even go in it. So anyhow, day 3, I'm like 4.5 hours away from having a first drink. My computer is about to die, or my iPad rather, so I'll capture as much as I can before it dies. All I want, like, I don't even care about food. I'm not even thinking about that, and that's the interesting part. When you're, you know, the order of preference when you're denied is, like, I want beverages more than anything. I haven't even thought about hunger. I don't even feel hungry. So, which is really cool. I thought I always needed snake juice or electrolytes to not feel hungry, but the truth is, I don't. I don't. Dry fasting feels way better to me, actually, than wet fasting in terms of the healing aspect. My brain is going for it again today. I had good energy in the morning, but now it's going for it. I just hope this is picking up my voice okay. And I'm gonna break the fast. Yeah, I think I said in like 4.5 hours. Gonna have a liter of coconut water and go eat some dinner. I was watching a video today about a girl who is in the Snake Diet Motivation group who like literally got rid of a tumor and cervical cancer via dry fasting. So that was super inspiring and super cool. So I do want to work my way up to doing a 7-day dry fast like Cole did, and like she did a 6-day one. So I just think it would be so cool. I do think I can do it, but I would prefer to have less stimulation around me and less people drinking things. Right now, all I want is a Mountain Dew. I don't know why. I guess the sugar and the citrusy aspects of it just seems so refreshing to me. But honestly, I would kill to have anything with a bunch of ice cubes in it. I would be super happy with that alone. So anyway, I'll keep you posted. I'll do a video when I break the fast, and then my post-fasting results. Bye for now. Alright, first drink. Oh my god, that's so weird. My body's so happy.
Let me try some.
Thank you. You're fine. Hi everyone, Erica here, and the Dry Fasting 411, now that it's all over and it's been over for 5 days. I was a total baby. Like, in my head, I made it out to be that it was going to be this super hard thing. I was going to feel like I was dying. It was going to be so challenging. It really wasn't that bad. Like, don't get me wrong, I love drinking water. I mean, most of us do. And I've done a few 24-hour dry fasts since then, and I really like drinking water at the 24-hour mark. So I'm not super eager to do it right away again, but I would like to do it again in the future. Results that I got, I went from, so my starting point was 125. I fattened up to 129, 130. What else?
What did it say?
I love you. I have to read it after, okay? I'm gonna just finish doing this little video. Okay? I fattened up to 129, again, like making such a big deal out of this, like if I was gonna lose 17 pounds or something, which I didn't. I went down to 121.1 pounds in 3 days. After hydrating and eating, I went back up to 124.7, and now I've been holding steady for the past 5 days between 123 and 124.4. So weight is like net not much of a difference, maybe 1 pound difference versus my starting point. I feel way better. My skin is clearing up on my face and body. It doesn't typically do that at this point in my cycle. I tend to get worse acne closer to my period. I'm off of caffeine and have been for like almost a month. I'm off, and I wasn't addicted in the first place, so you should know coming off an addiction is probably harder. I've been off my medication for my adrenal glands for also like 2 or 3 weeks now, so I think it helped with that. And it's helped make me less reactive to food. So I typically react to FODMAPs, which is like broccoli and cauliflower and lots of healthy foods like that, you know, onions, garlic, etc. I haven't been as reactive to those foods when I do have them, so that's good. The only thing I did react to was a gluten-free flour. We made gluten-free brownies and my body hated it. And there was something else. I had macadamia nuts last night and I don't think my body liked them. When I soak them and deactivate all the enzyme inhibitors, they're fine. But I ate salted ones last night and my gut was not happy. But other than that, lots of awesome results. I feel more energized, my sleep is better. It wasn't very good during the dry fast itself, but it's not as hard as I thought it would be, and it was a really, really cool experience. So posting that here for you guys to consider and to see my results. Bye for now.